believe that there's a phrase that every single one of us want to hear at the end of days. And that phrase is, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Now, I have to share another portion of scripture as a little bit of a warning, because as the day of Jesus' return is approaching, we need to hear the truth, and to hear the truth clearly, as it's written here. Because Jesus says in Matthew chapter 7, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven." So that's person number one. The person that gets entrance and access into the kingdom is the one that has done the will of his Father in heaven. But surely I'm doing the will of the Father in heaven, because I prophesy, I go to church, I heal the sick. But let's read on. "Many will say to me in that day, 'Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? Have we not cast out demons in your name and done many wonders in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness.'" So for us not to hear those words, "Depart from me," we need to know what the will of the Father is. And in Matthew chapter 16, Jesus makes it abundantly clear. He's sharing many things here. From that time, Jesus began to share with his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and raised on the third day. This is why he came. Then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. "Far be it from you, Lord, that this shall happen to you." Now listen to Jesus. But then he turned to Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan. For you are an offense to me. For you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men." And now, for you and I, it's a normal thing that Peter did. He tried to protect his Lord. But you see, Jesus goes on to say, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For he who desires to save his life, like Peter was trying to save the life of Jesus, you will lose it. But those that are willing to lose their life will find it." What is Jesus saying here? And then he goes on and he says, "For what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world? All your desires, all your plans, loving your time at church, prophesying and healing. But if you do not do the will of the Father, when he speaks to your heart, when he speaks to you about different attitudes, about things you are holding on to, about how he wants to prune you and how he wants to change your heart to conform you into the image of Jesus, if we are not hearing the voice of Jesus at those times and are willing to lose our lives to gain his, we are not in true fellowship with Jesus. And those are the people that he says, "Depart from me." So my encouragement today, be very vigilant in your hearts. Desire to hear those words, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." But follow Jesus with all of your hearts. May God bless you.